Hello, today I'll be talking about Geodude, the first rock and rock ground type Pokemon. If one wishes to consider Alolan Geodude as number 74, it's the first rock electric Pokemon. Geodude is also the first Pokemon to be based on something that isn't a living organism. Its previous PYC dates are May 10th, 1996, March 1st, 1999, December 20th, 2001, October 10th, 2004, August 1st, 2007, May 22nd, 2010, March 12th, 2013, January 1st, 2016, October 22nd, 2018, and August 12th, 2021. I most remember Geodude as one of the Pokemon used by Brock. I like Alolan Geodude's design. I particularly like the eyebrows. Let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello. Today we'll be talking about Geodude, the rock Pokemon, whose number is 0074. This is Geodude, this is what it looks like. This is Alolan Geodude, that's what it looks like. Types, rock ground for non-Alolan Geodude, so you can see that here in the rock inside and ground outside. Alolan Geodude, it's rock electric. Abilities, for Geodude, rock head or sturdy. And for Alolan Geodude, it's magnet pole or sturdy. Sandveil is Geodude's hidden ability. And Galvanize is Alolan Geodude's hidden ability. Gender ratio is 50-50, catch rate is 255 or 43.9%, breeding, egg group mineral, hatch time 15 cycles. Height for both versions is 1'4" or 0.4 meters. Its weight as Geodude is 44.1 pounds or 20 kilograms, and as Alolan Geodude is 44.8 pounds or 20.3 kilograms. Base experience yield in the first 3 gens was 86, Gen 4 was 73, 60, and 5+. Leveling rate is medium slow. EV yield is 1, and defense shape is that. No feet, so no footprint. Pokédex color is brown. Other forms may have other colors, and base friendship is 70. Geodude is a dual-type rock/ground Pokemon introduced in Gen 1. It evolves into Graveler, starting at level 25, which evolves into Golem when traded or when exposed to a linking cord. In Alola, Geodude has a dual-type rock/electric regional form. It evolves into Alolan Graveler, starting at level 25, which evolves into Alolan Golem when traded. These Geodude can also be found in the Blueberry Academy's Terrarium. Biology. Geodude is a brownish-gray boulder Pokemon. It has bulging rock eyebrows, trapezoidal eyes with round pupils, and a wide mouth. Its arms are muscular. With 5 fingered hands, Geodude uses its arms to climb steadily up steep mountain paths. As a result of their physical appearance, Rhyperior sometimes mistakes this Pokemon for actual boulders and fires them through their hands. Geodude is proud of its sturdy body and will bash against others of its kind in a contest of sorts to prove whose body is harder. It will even go as far as to compare itself with other species such as Roggenrola and Carbink. The longer it lives, the more chipped and worn its body becomes. Long-lived Geodude are completely smooth and round, and they have a calm demeanor. However, Geodude's heart remains rugged and tough no matter what. Geodude can be most often found on mountain trails and fields, with a scholar counting about 100 of them on just one route. It will sit still in those areas, which is why it is often mistaken for a rock. It is often stepped on and will sometimes swing its arms in anger when this occurs. Aww. When Geodude sleeps deeply, it buries itself halfway into the ground. Once buried, it will not awaken even if someone steps on it. In the morning, Geodude rolls downhill in search of food. Forms. Geodude has a regional form, Alolan Geodude. In the Alola region, Geodude is made from a magnetic rock with a more silvery appearance. There are areas on Alolan Geodude's body that are especially magnetic and attracts iron sand, creating the appearance of black eyebrows and strands of short black hair. Its fingers are fused together, leaving only the thumb and index finger free. Stepping on Alolan Geodude results in an electric shock and sometimes an angry headbutt. Like regular Geodude, it competes with others by bashing their bodies together. The iron sand sticks to the one with stronger magnetism. The Alolan Golem will fire these Geodude from its back if real rocks are absent. They can also be found in the canyon biome of Blueberry Academy's Terrarium, where Alola's island life is simulated. Alolan Geodude and its evolved forms are the only Pokemon that can have Galvanize as an ability. Evolution, Geodude evolves into Graveler, which evolves into Golem. You can see this here. Geodude, Graveler, Golem. Alolan Geodude has a dual-type rock-electric regional form. It evolves into Alolan Graveler, which evolves into Alolan Golem. So you can see that here. Alolan Geodude, Alolan Graveler, and Alolan Golem. Pokédex entries in red and blue. Found in fields and mountains. Mistaking them for boulders, people often step or trip on them. In yellow, commonly found near mountain trails, etc. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. Stadium, when traveling uphill, if it encounters a raised step, it cleverly hoists itself up and over
using its 2 arms. In Generation 2 in Gold, most people may not notice, but a closer look should reveal that there are many Geodude around. Silver uses its arms to steadily climb steep mountain paths. It swings its fists around if angered. Crystal, proud of their sturdy bodies, they bash against each other in a contest to prove whose is harder. Stadium 2 is just golds again. In Gen 3 in Ruby, the longer a Geodude lives, the more its edges are chipped and worn away, making it more rounded in appearance. However, this Pokemon's heart will remain hard, cranky, and rough always. Sapphire, when Geodude sleeps deeply, it buries itself halfway into the ground. It will not awaken, even if hikers step on it unwittingly. In the morning, this Pokemon rolls downhill in search of food. An Emerald, it climbs mountain paths, using only the power of its arms. Because they look just like boulders, lining paths, hikers may step on them without noticing. Fire Red, its round form makes it easy to pick up. Sometimes people use them to hurl at each other in a snowball fight. Ooh. No, don't do that. Leaf Green is just red and blues again. In Gen 4, Diamond, many live on mountain trails and remain half-buried while keeping an eye on climbers. Pearl, it is impossible to distinguish from rocks. It slams against others in contests of hardness. Platinum, at rest, it looks just like a rock. Carelessly stepping on it will make it swing its fists angrily. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, their gold and silver counterparts. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are Platinum's entry. X is Red, Blue, and Leaf Green's entry. Y's entry is Pearl's entry. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, their Ruby and Sapphire counterparts. In Gen 7, in Sun, its round body makes it easy to pick up, but it is hard and heavy. It's dangerous to play with them as if they were snowballs. Moon, there are plenty of them to be found along any road. A scholar with too much free time once counted 100 of them along a single route. Oh, this is non-Alolan Geodude, by the way. Ultra Sun, Geodude that have lived a long life have had all their edges smoothed out until they're totally round. They also have a calm and quiet disposition. Ultra Moon, it uses both hands to climb precipitous cliffs. People who see it in action have been known to take up bouldering. The Let's Go games are very similar to Yellow's, but slightly different, so I'll read it. Commonly found near mountain trails and the like. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. Now for Alolan Geodude. In Sun, its body is a magnetic stone. Iron sand attaches firmly to the portions of its body that are particularly magnetic. Moon, if you accidentally step on a Geodude sleeping on the ground, you'll hear a crunching sound and feel a shock ripple through your entire body. Ultra Sun, if you mistake it for a rock and step on it, it will headbutt you in anger. In addition to the pain, it will also zap you with a shock. Ultra Moon, Geodude compete against each other with headbutts. The iron sand on their heads will stick to whichever one has stronger magnetism. In the Let's Go games, its stone head is imbued with electricity and magnetism. If you carelessly step on one, you'll be in for a painful shock. In Gen 8, Brilliant Diamond is basically diamonds, but half buried is now one word with a hyphen. Shining Pearl is its pearl counterpart. In Legends Arceus, makes its home in mountainous regions, using its arms to climb along harsh mountain roads. Can be troublesome, carelessly kicking one will cause it to fly into a rage and chase after you. In Gen 9, for non-Alolan Geodude, in Scarlet, that is just Platinum's in the Gen 5 entries. Violet's is Gold. Entry. For Alolan Geodude, Scarlet is Sun's entry. Violet's is very similar to Moon's, but slightly different, so I'll read it. If you step on a Geodude sleeping on the ground, you'll hear a zapping sound and feel a tingling shock throughout your entire body. So, we got Geodude in the Alola Pokedex, Alolan Geodude in the Alola Pokedex, these are Sun and Moons. Geodude in the Alola Pokedex, Alolan Geodude in the Alola Pokedex, these are Ultra Sun and Ultra Moons. Geodude in the Kitakami Pokedex, you can see them, hopping down a mountain or something, with a group. That's kind of cool. And then Alolan Geodude in the Blueberry Pokedex doing basically the same thing. I like that. It's in a group of another Alolan Geodudes. They're all excited and, riled up and stuff. Game locations, side game locations, and events. Held items. For Geodude, Pokemon caught in Gen 1 must be traded to a Gen 2 game in order for held items to appear. So in Red, Blue, and Yellow, you get a Berry 100% of the time. Gold, Silver, and Crystal, you get an Everstone 2% of the time. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl, you get an Everstone 5% of the time. In Legends Arceus, for Normal, you get a Tumblestone 40% of the time, Ball of Mud 15% of the time, and Grid items by level. For an Alpha, you get an EXP Candy S 100% of the time, Seed of Mastery 10% of the time, and Grid items by level. Still don't know how the math works. For Alolan Geodude in Sun and Moon, you get a cell battery 5% of the time. Stats, base stats, Geodude, HP 40, attack 80, defense 100, special attack 30, special defense 30, speed 20, for a total of 300. This Pokemon's special base stat in Gen 1 was 30, so Alolan Geodude has the same stats. Pokéthon stats, we got to see this a little earlier. I didn't really point it out though, but here's what the electric and rock box looks like together. That's pretty cool. Type effectiveness. We'll compare Geodude and Alolan Geodude. So, this one's damaged normally by Bug, Ghost, Psychic, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy. Those stay with Alolan Geodude. It also has the addition of Rock, Steel, and Ice. Geodude is weak to Fighting, Ground, Steel, Water, Grass, and Ice for 2, except for Water and Grass, which are a 4. Alolan Geodude is weak to Fighting, Ground, Water, and Grass, all for double, except for Ground, which is 4. Geodude is immune to Electric for 0. This one's not immune to anything. Geodude is resistant to Normal, Flying, Poison, Rock, and Fire, all for half, except for Poison, which is a 4th. Alolan Geodude is resistant to Normal, Flying, Poison, Fire, and Electric, all for half, except for Flying, which is now a 4th. In the Geodude box here, we've got a note that says, if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of Electric-type moves is 1, so it would go from 0 to 1. Learn set by leveling up. For Geodude, 1, you get Tackle and Defense Curl, 6, Rock Polish, 10, Rollout, 12, Bulldoze, 16, Rock Throw, 18, Smackdown, 24, Self-Destruct, 28, Stealth Rock, 30, Rock Blast, 34, Earthquake, 36, Explosion, 40, Double Edge, and 42, Stone Edge. For Alolan Geodude, 1, you get Tackle and Defense Curl, 4, Charge, 6, Rock Polish, 10, Rollout, 12, Spark, 16, Rock Throw, 18, Smackdown, 22, Thunder Punch, 24, Self-Destruct, 28, Stealth Rock, 30, Rock Blast, 34, Discharge, 36, Explosion, 40, Double Edge, 42, Stone Edge. By TM, for Geodude, 1, Takedown, 5, Mudslap, 6, Scary Face, 7, Protect, 25, Facade, 28, Bulldoze, 35, Mudshot, 36, Rock Tomb, 43, Fling, 47, Endure, 49, Sunny Day, 51, Sandstorm, 55, Dig, 58, Brick Break, 66, Body Slam, 67, Fire Punch, 68, Thunder Punch, 70, Sleep Talk, 76, Rock Blast, 80, Metronome, 84, Stomping Tantrum, 85, Rest, 86, Rock Slide, 103, Substitute, 104, Iron Defense, 116, Stealth Rock, 125, Flamethrower, 133, Earth Power, 141, Fire Blast, 149, Earthquake, 150, Stone Edge, 171, Terra Blast, 179, Smackdown, 180, Gyro Ball, 186, High Horsepower, 192, Focus Punch, 204, Double Edge, 224, Curse. For Alolan Geodude, 1 Takedown, 5 Mudslap, 7 Protect, 23 Charge Beam, 25 Facade, 28 Bulldoze, 35 Mudshot, 36 Rock Tomb, 43 Fling, 47 Endure, 48 Volt Switch, 49 Sunny Day, 51 Sandstorm, 55 Dig, 58 Brick Break, 66 Body Slam, 67 Fire Punch, 68 Thunder Punch, 70 Sleep Talk, 76 Rock Blast, 82 Thunder Wave, 85 Rest, 86 Rock Slide, 103 Substitute, 104 Iron Defense, 116 Stealth Rock, 125 Flamethrower, 126 Thunderbolt, 133 Earth Power, 141 Fire Blast, 147 Wild Charge, 149 Earthquake, 150 Stone Edge, 166 Thunder, 171 Terra Blast, 173 Charge, 179 Smackdown, 180 Gyro Ball, 186 High Horsepower, 192 Focus Punch, 204 Double Edge, 210 Supercell Slam, 211 Electro Web, and 224 Curse. By breeding for Geodude, this group gives you Block, this group gives you Curse. Geodude gives you Dynamic Punch. This is a wild terrestrialized Geodude in Oni's Maw. Sudowoodo gives you Flail. This group gives you Hammer Arm. The Beer Herb gives you Mega Punch. This group gives you Wide Guard. For Alolan Geodude, this group gives you Block. Sudowoodo gives you Counter. This group gives you Curse. TM Normal gives you Endure. I guess it's gotta be passed down from other Pokemon. Sudowoodo also gives you Flail. This group gives you Screech. This group gives you Wide Guard. And this group gives you Zap Cannon. Special moves for Geodude in the event Wild Terra Pokemon. You get the move Dynamic Punch. It's a physical fighting type move. Its power is 100. Accuracy is 50%, and PP is 5. Losing it, man. Side game data. This Pokemon Ranger in the browser entry. Geodude may be found lying on the ground. It has the power to crush small rocks. In Shadows of Olmia, it hurls stones to attack. In Guardian Signs, it triggers rockfalls to attack. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure in the Pokepark Pad entry. Geodude can often be found playing in the Cavern Zone. They really enjoy Blaziken's Boulder Bash. In Pokepark 2, Wonders Beyond, they are Rhyperior's friends, but they are treated like his subordinates. It bothers them a bit. Aww. Got all this. New Pokemon Snap in the Photo Dex. When they're sleeping, Geodude looks so much like rocks that it's hard to even notice them. Apparently, they're proud of their hard bodies and compete with each other to see who's the toughest. Okay, we got Alolan Geodude, all this information. Okay. Evolution data for Geodude. Geodude evolves into Graveler starting at level 25, which evolves into Golem when traded. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, Graveler can also evolve into Golem when exposed to a linking cord. So you got Geodude, 25, Graveler, all these things, both of the trading, linking cord, Golem. For Alolan Geodude, you got, Alolan Geodude, level 25, Graveler, trade, Golem. Sprites. Oh, right, these first sprites. They look interesting. Much different than Yellow, these first couple, but kind of somewhat consistent. I kind of like that, the art style. But yeah, a little bit different, but this, arguably could be used for these two. Obviously, it doesn't work for this one at all, but it's interesting. Their first sort of attempts, and it's interesting they have like these rubber hose arms rather than the rock arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Originally they had only 4 fingers. Or no, the thumb would be hidden. Never mind. Yeah, okay. They've always had 5 fingers. So then gold, they not quite the colors yet. But more rock-like, that's for sure. They did their best, I guess. So now the shiny is kind of this reddish brown. It's kind of cool. Yep. Yeah, it's more defined, I guess, on that one. Then this one, kind of back to the original green. For some reason, now that we got full color. This is now gold, that's interesting. That's, yep, that's, yeah. It's pretty much, it's not going to change much. The details, of course, change as time goes on, But not much has really changed about this Pokemon. It's a very simple Pokemon, so. Oh, we get a black mouth in these first couple, Gen 2. We get to see the sort of black mouth inside, and. Oh, Emerald, actually, you can see. So, like, Diamond actually introduces the sort of gray color. Or Gen 4 does, anyway. And so we can see here, the mouth, its tongue is the same color as its body, but now it's a red mouth. This is now even more kind of gold. It's or yellow, almost, I don't know, it's yellow gold, I don't really know. Shiny gold, it's kind of like a shiny gold, I guess, color. What's the heart gold kind of color? I don't know. Anyway, so Gen 5, yeah, not much just different there. Gen 6, we get the models, pretty good. Like, it's not gonna probably be all that bad, because, like, what did they get it, like, what are they gonna mess up, right? It's a pretty basic Pokemon. So then we got the first, Alolan sprites here, that's pretty cool, and we get to see it's kind of an orange. That's cool. Got Let's Go Eevee. Let's Go Pikachu. Yeah, not really much of a difference. Legends Arceus. See, this one's back to more of a paler gold, I guess. Then we got just pure gold again. Yep. That's pretty cool. Other sprites: Iggy in Pokemon Super Contests. Pebbles in Pokemon Super Contests, and Rocky in Pokemon Super Contests. I assume these are Pokemon you compete against in these contests. In the anime, we got Geodude and Alolan Geodude in the anime. That's kind of cool. You get to see them. That's cool. Brock's Geodude, that's the big one. Got all this. Yep. For Pokedex entries in Advanced Generations, Episode 16 in May's Pokedex. Geodude, the rock Pokemon. Geodude has incredibly high defensive power, making it virtually resistant to any physical attacks. In Diamond and Pearl, Episode 15, in Dawn's Pokedex, Geodude, the rock Pokemon. Geodude is often found on mountain roads, with half of its body buried in the ground, so it can observe mountain travelers. In Sun and Moon, Episode 32, in the Rotom Pokedex, Geodude, a Alolan form, the rock Pokemon, a rock and electric type. If you step on a sleeping Geodude, you'll hear a snap, and your body will go numb from its electrical discharge. In what I assume is Journeys, episode 51, and Go's Rotom Phone, Geodude, the rock Pokemon. A rock and ground type, Geodude's habitat is mostly made up of mountain paths. It gets angry if stepped on, so it's good to be careful in those areas. In 76 of the same show, the same Pokedex, Geodude, a lowland form, the rock Pokemon, a rock and electric type. Most Geodude inhabit mountainous paths. Pokemon Origins, Geodude Pokemon Origins, the manga, Geodude Pokemon Adventures. It's cool. Got all this. Yep. TCG and the TFG. Other appearances in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Geodude is the final Pokefloat to appear. As the unknown float around the top half of the screen, Geodude floats across the bottom with its arms outstretched, providing a solid base for fighting. After it leaves the screen, there will be no Pokefloats on the screen for a few seconds before Squirtle pops up and restarts the cycle. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Geodude appears as a spirit. Trivia: in the Japanese game Pokemon Blue, Geodude weighs 2 kilograms instead of 20 kilograms as it does in all other games. This has no mechanical significance as no game mechanics use weight in the handheld Gen 1 games. Geodude is similar to Roggenrola. Both are rock type, have Sturdy as one of their abilities, evolve at level 25, and reach their final forms when traded. Geodude's evolutionary line is the only 3-stage evolutionary line in which all members have a regional form. Alolan Geodude has the lowest base special attack stat of all electric-type Pokemon. Alolan Geodude and its evolutionary relatives were designed by Hideyoshi Ariga. Burmy, Wormadam, Mothim, Geodude, Graveler, and Golem are the only Pokemon in all 5 Hisui Pokedex sublistings. I don't know what that means, but okay. Origin: Geodude is based on a living rock or boulder, and thus it may be based on an earth elemental creature like Golem. Yeah, I would guess so. Alolan Geodude seems to have dark structures made of piezoelectric crystals or magnetite, a subset of iron ore known for its black crystalline appearance and magnetic properties. This iron ore takes shape of Geodude's eyebrows. Its electric type may also be a pun on thunder eggs. I don't know what that is, but it's probably a rock, I'm gonna guess. Name origin: Geodude is a combination of Geo, prefix for earth, and dude, slang word for a male person. It may also involve geode, hollow rock with crystals lined inside. Ishitsubute is a combination of Ishi stone and Subute throwing stones. Other languages, related articles, references, external links, lowland forms. Let's move on.
Now let's watch Geodude's first scene in the anime.
Hello, and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 5, Showdown in Pewter City. In this episode, Ash, the main character, and his Pokemon companion Pikachu have challenged Brock, the gym leader in Pewter City, to a battle, and Brock is about to release his Geodude. Yeah.
I'll start with...
That's Brock.
Geodude, go!
So that's Geodude's first scene in the anime. Let's move on.
Now let's watch Geodude's scene in Detective Pikachu.
Hello and welcome to the Detective Pikachu portion of the video, or as I'd like to call it, Detective Geodude, as is only the frames with Geodude. In this point in the film, Tim Goodman, the main character, is watching a film introducing him to Rhyme City, and it's currently talking about how Pokemon in the past were used for the common good. So you can see the Geodude here, and then there's also a few Geodude in here, those little symbols.
For the common good.
Yep. Okay, that was it. Let's move on.
Now let's see why people love Geodude. Now let's look at fan art.
Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at TV art fan art. For those of you familiar with the series, might be wondering why we're looking at the single image, and that's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. So this is Geodude Family by AJ Kent 14Z. This is Alnian Igneous Geodude Family. So we've got it's rock fire. So we've got sort of lava rock here, and then with a little bit of magma / lava, and then you can get it evolving into Graveler here. That's pretty cool, and then Golem. That's also pretty cool. Get to see. Well, now it has 4 arms. That's pretty cool. Which makes sense given that this one also has 4 arms. Yeah, and it's a really cool design. Let's move on.
Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I need to wait until I talk about Snorlax before I can catch a Geodude. As for Alolan Geodude, I'll have to wait until I've talked about the Gen 7 Pokemon to get back to that one. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Graveler. As always, this is my proper outfit, and you'll see me tomorrow.